as you indicated, many phone calls that you traded between and among your family members and friends, including Brian Higgins. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Were those many calls an effort to get your stories straight? And how are you going to testify if this case ever went to trial?
No, absolutely not.
It's such an absolute and total coincidence that just so happens I upgraded my phone the day Alan Jackson came on the case.
So you talked about cell phone reception not being good in your house. When did you and Mr. Wiley talk about that cell phone reception?
The what?
Cell phone reception issue in your house.
It came up during one of the preps.
Which prep?
I don't remember which prep.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up. It's the Law with Attorney Larry Forman. Folks, today we're going to conclude, finally, Brian Albert's testimony in trial number 1, Commonwealth of Massachusetts versus Karen Reed, in the first jury trial in June of 2024. Like I said, folks, this is it. We are all caught up with trial number 1 after this video. There'll be no more videos from trial number 1. There are going to be a few more videos from trial number 2 as we are concluding the defense's case here in Canton, Massachusetts in early to mid-June 2025. And after this, there's going to be closing arguments. A few more witnesses, of course, first, that I will premiere on my channel. I think I'm a little bit behind right now, but that's only because I've been traveling, as you all know. I was in Massachusetts for the Karen Reed trial. That was the surprise that I kept holding back from you all. And without further ado, let's conclude Brian Albert in trial number 1. Let's go. Oh, and before I forget, if you have not checked out our members-only content, go check it out. Membership started 99 cents for an intern, and so you can check out all of the content that we have under the paywall. And most of it is going to be Diddy at this juncture.
We're going to send the jury out.
Thank you. Mr. Albert, I want to address a couple of quick things that we talked about a little bit earlier. The September 22nd, 2022 date, you recall that date?
Yes.
That's the date that you indicate that you believe you got rid of your phone or turned your phone in for an upgrade.
Yes.
Did you watch the proceedings that on this case, the Commonwealth versus Karen Reed, on September 22nd, 2022?
No.
You were not aware that that was the first date that I appeared on this case and it was nationally televised?
Objection.
Sustained.
Were you aware that hearing date of September 22nd, 2022 was a televised hearing?
Objection.
Sustained.
What did you know about the hearing date of September 22nd, 2022?
I didn't know anything about it.
You knew nothing about it?
No.
Okay.
Liar.
Let me ask a different question. This is going to dovetail into an earlier conversation that you and I had concerning statement that you gave to in June of 2023 to the other hearing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm fumbling the language a little bit, but you understand the hearing that I'm talking about.
Yes.
You had indicated a little bit earlier in my questioning that you did not recall saying something to the effect of, yeah, it's only possible that it was me who answered the phone. You remember saying that? That you didn't recall that?
Yes.
Okay. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Albert, there's a highlighted portion of that transcript. If you would just take a look at that, and when you're finished reviewing it, just look up at me and let me know.
Yes, I get it.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Albert, did that refresh your recollection as to the colloquy that you had with someone questioning you about this issue in June of 2023?
Yes.
And in fact, you testified as follows. Question, can you just but then you?
Objection, Your Honor, as far as the reading.
As far as what?
Reading from the transcript, he's asked him if his memories are fresh.
All right, so go ahead and ask him a question. Don't read from the transcript.
Did you in fact say in answer to the question, if it's not your wife and it's not your dog, who else is it possible on earth to answer this phone? Answer, yeah, it's only possible that it's me. Did you say that?
Yes.
This is what happens when you hide from the truth or try to hide from the truth. The truth always finds you, bro. You can't hide from it forever. You cannot escape the truth. The truth is there. It's so miserable. He is so miserable for trying to deceive and lie so much, but he has no choice. Otherwise, He knows he's got blood on his hands. He has to. That's why he was getting his stories straight.
Just before the break, I was asking you about those, as you indicated, many phone calls that you traded between and among your family members and friends, including Brian Higgins. You recall that?
Yes.
Were those many calls an effort to get your stories straight about how you were going to, what statements you were going to give to law enforcement, and how were you going to testify if this case ever went to trial?
No, absolutely not.
Were those calls, or those many calls, an effort to coordinate narratives between you and your friends and your family?
No.
Were those many calls in any way discussing the fact of creating a story of mysterious butt dials?
Objection.
Sustained.
Yeah. Okay, so
Exactly.
at this point, Lally gets up there and does a redirect of Brian Albert, which we're going to skip because it's not interesting. And we're going to jump right into, after the redirect, there's a brief, I want to say 3-4 minute recross. And that's where we're going to go right now.
So Albert, you talked about cell phone reception not being good in your house. When did you and Mr. Lally talk about that cell phone reception issue?
The what?
Cell phone reception issue in your house.
It came up during one of the preps.
Which prep?
I don't remember which prep, probably the last one.
I thought you only had one prep with Mr. Lally.
Well, we had the prep before the grand jury, and then I had the prep for this trial.
Okay, so
So that's two.
so you brought up the fact that you had bad cell phone reception in that preparation.
The conversation came up, yes.
Mr. Lally taking notes.
I don't recall if he was taking notes.
Was this recorded?
I don't believe so.
And where did you say this conversation took place?
So the prep was at the district attorney's office, which is in Canton.
This morning when I asked you, you said you couldn't quite remember where it took place.
You're right, I couldn't remember this morning.
And I asked you, could it have been the DA's office, and now your memory is refreshed?
Yes,
What refreshed your memory between this morning and now?
I was just thinking about it in my head and reminded myself that it was the DA's office. You caught me off guard when you had asked me. I didn't have it at the top of mind.
Did you
Because
talk
it's
to-
so hard for me to keep track of all my lies. Sometimes I remember the lies, sometimes I remember the truths. Mr. Jackson, you have to be more specific. Are you asking about my memory, or are you asking about my fabricated memory? Please be more specific in your questioning, Mr. Jackson. This is your fault that I can't answer your questions.
Lally over the lunch hour?
Briefly,
Bring up the fact that you had bad cell reception in your house over the lunch hour?
just now, no.
What did you talk about over the lunch hour?
Just how much time I was going to have left on the stand. That was really about it.
So you and Mr. Lally talked about the fact that you've been on cross-examination for 2.5 hours, and your conversation consisted of, you probably got another 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he was going to lunch or doing something, so
So you didn't talk about the substance of your testimony?
no.
He didn't tell you what questions he was going to ask you on redirect?
Maybe mentioned one thing he may ask me, but that was it.
Like, what was that?
Just he was going to ask about what happened at the house in the morning. That's, some of the questions on redirect, that's all.
Meaning he was going to ask you the question about whether or not John came in the house?
No, not necessarily.
He was
Just,
going to ask you about whether or not you had bad cell reception at the house?
no.
What was he going to ask you?
He was going to ask about the morning of the incident, about coming downstairs and why I didn't go outside.
Did he tell you what he thought would be helpful for the Commonwealth?
Nope,
Did he tell you how he thought you should answer that question?
no.
He did ask you about a situation concerning the motion to preserve, correct?
No.
I'm sorry. He asked you on redirect about the motion.
Oh,
to
yes,
preserve.
yes.
And he mentioned that there was a motion that had been denied for the defense to get access to your physical phone, correct?
Yes,
You're aware that that motion was denied in October of 2022, correct?
yes,
You had already gotten rid of your phone a month earlier, hadn't you?
yes.
And the preservation order from the judge was still in place when you got rid of that phone, wasn't it?
No, I believe the phone was upgraded prior to the preservation order.
Oh, right. The day before.
Yes.
Got it. That's all I have.
All right, Mr. Albert, you are all set, sir.
What a coincidence, huh? Wow, you can't make this stuff up, folks. You just cannot make this stuff up. It's such an absolute and total coincidence, huh? That just so happens I upgraded my phone the day Alan Jackson came on the case, the day before the preservation order or the preservation motion is filed, the day before the preservation order is signed, the day before, just a complete and utter oopsie coincidence. I upgraded my phone. No. You deleted your evidence to make sure it does not get preserved. You were tipped off because you were watching the news. Everybody was talking about it. Morrissey probably gave you a call and said, hey, better watch out. This is probably going to be a motion that's going to be filed tomorrow, so do it now. Now, and now. Do it now. Destroy it. Get rid of it. Whatever you got to do, buddy. This is on you. I can only do so much, but I'm giving you you have a 24-hour warning, maybe less than. All you need is a couple hours, really, and I'm giving them to you, so... enjoy. What a scumbag. I swear to God. Absolutely. But anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this series. I hope you all are enjoying this trial. We are finishing up with week 1 of the defense's case. We will resume. I'll record some more content on Saturday and Sunday for you all so that you have some fresh content from this trial of the defense's case, since I was unable to do a whole lot while I was away. But fret not, I will release tons more content before this case is over. We have at least a few more days of the defense's case, and once that is done, we'll just move on to the next trial. I'm going to continue cranking out Diddy content for members only, and probably for the channel itself, we'll go into the Donna Adelson case that is supposed to begin, if it hasn't already started, as of the premiere of this video. Actually, I just found out the Donna Adelson trial that was scheduled to begin on Tuesday, June 3rd, because this is being recorded a bit sooner than that, has been continued to August the 19th. So I take it back. We will not be doing Donna Adelson just yet. We will be doing Donna Adelson after Koberger. So I guess for now, we will focus on Diddy. If there are any other trials you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, of course, as always. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.